welcome back. We're still in Madrid, and after a rest, I am ready to go. As you can see, we've got a couple of tankers on board now. They're going from this depot in Madrid to Vitas Power in Ciudad Real. It's about 160 kilometers. It's going to take us about 2 hours and 15 minutes roughly. Good to go. We're about 19 or 20 tons roughly. We're underweight for what we need to be, so. Now I need to get across to lane 2. As we're doing a reciprocal. So I arrived about 8:45 this morning. Again, just slept in the bunk behind me. Arrived about 8:45, spoke with the staff, and they loaded the 2 tankers onto the back, onto the trailer, and onto my flatbed as well. So we're good to go. Hopefully, this is going to be I was going to say, hopefully it'll be, I can't even think of the words I'm trying. It won't have any incidents going, but the way that the locals are driving this morning, who knows? Who knows? Beautiful morning. Nice. Everything looks so much nicer when the sun's out, doesn't it? It's gonna keep this about 45 just now. So I was kind of getting into residential area now. It's really nice. Okay, it's not that one. It's just an entrance. Thought, must be that one. Nope. It's the next one. Thank God sat-nav's correct. What would we do without sat-navs? You can hear the 440 using all its power. We're just staying on here. Hello? Right, sorry about that. That was Mark. Don't worry, it was in hands-free, so no issues there. So that was Mark on the phone, and so to set up the company at the moment, Mark is basically the transport manager, stroke manager of everything. He's kind of the overseer of the entire company. There's some admin staff in the office, and there's 3 drivers. I'm one of the 3 drivers. So if you remember in one of the last episodes, I did say that one driver was on annual leave, he was on holiday. Second driver was away on an overnight already, and this is why I'm in this truck, because this truck will get offered to the drivers who have been here longer than I have, and so I was only in this until we could arrange that myself and the other driver are going to be at the depot around about the same time. It's not always easy, especially when you have kind of jobs popping up on a daily basis. You don't really know where you're sending your drivers to. So Mark said the driver who was on the overnight has returned to the depot and basically said he's had enough. He's handed his keys in and said that he's retiring. Felt he was too old to be climbing in the back of the lorries and in all the different weather conditions as well. And I kind of agree with him. When you get to a certain age, when it starts getting miserable and you're miserable and you're soaked to the skin and things, part of your body's ache and things like that. So the moment that leaves myself and the other driver, who's still away on holiday at the moment. We're the only 2 drivers for the company. Mark obviously can drive. He's got his full, I don't know what they call it in Spain, but in the UK it's C+E as your driving categories for full articulated HGVs. I don't know what it is here. I know that I have what I need to have. Mark's obviously sorted all that out for me. So at the moment, for the interim period, until the other driver comes back from holiday, I have to keep this truck and carry on doing overnights, which I am delighted about. It's amazing. This truck is lovely. There was nothing wrong with the DAF. Absolutely nothing wrong with the DAF. It was slightly underpowered. The gearbox was a little bit, how shall we say, I didn't really know what gear it wanted to be in at times, especially when you're first pulling off. So yeah, okay, so that's that. So for the time being, this is our home, this is our truck, and we're going to try and make some money for the company now that we're down a third of our driving capabilities. Mark has said that if he needs to, he'll jump in the truck and it's the spare truck, i.e. my old DAF truck, and take it from there. But at the moment he's obviously trying to juggle quite a few things in the air and spin plates at the same time, and probably rub his head in his stomach in opposite directions, you know, that kind of way. So yeah, we'll try and help out as much as I can. I've always said as well that I'm happy to just keep doing overnights. I don't really have much of a base back in Barcelona. It's a bit of a hostel that I'm staying in. All my stuff's here with me, really. I don't really have much left back in a hostel. So yeah, we are on the way. So we shall get this loaded. We're not that far away, actually, to be honest. It's been a pretty good journey. We are going to come off here into, I think there's an industrial estate. I kind of looked on Google before I left, before I kind of started the vlog. So I've got an idea what I'm doing and where I'm going. It will make a change if anyone that knows me. And I keep forgetting to say at the start of this video, or any of my videos, if you're enjoying this video and you're enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up. It really, really makes such a difference. You have no idea. If you're enjoying the series that I'm running or any of my other videos, please feel free to subscribe, because that really helps me as well, and it helps the channel grow as well. So thank you for the people who have done that. Please leave a comment, let me know. Are you excited that we are now full-time in this truck for the time being? Did you prefer the draft? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below what you preferred. Okay, we're gonna head and get this offloaded now. It's about 1:30. By the time we get offloaded, it might be kind of back at 2 o'clock, 2:30. So I didn't actually tell what we're carrying. So it looks like by the my book's gone. I must have put my delivery notes down inside here somewhere. It's a gearbox lubricant, so it's almost like gearbox oil, but it's a special lubricant, all for windmills. Oh, I thought that gate was going to open more. Made an absolute arse himself. Right, okay. Let's go in here. Now I believe we are in here somewhere. Don't stick your head out too much. So there's... okay. Right. I'm going to be back in a second. Okay. Right. Spoken with a couple of people. Hazards off. So if I take a right here, we will we'll be able to get in and along to the side there. Similarly, they've been waiting on this, so I mean, there you go. There's a lot of blades lying about. So these blades attach to a hub, which has basically got a huge gearbox inside, which turns, which then generates the electricity. I don't know everything about it. I'm not an expert, but I do know that all of those gears mashing around need to be lubricated with oils and different things like that. So that's what we've delivered. We have delivered that for them. So, put my seatbelt off. I need to try getting out earlier on with my seatbelt on. That was not a good idea. Okay, switch this off. I'm going to get unloaded, and then I'll give Mark a phone, find out what we're going to do. Yep. Okay, Mark. No problem at all. Bye bye. Right. Seatbelt on. As you can guess, that was Mark. So, let's back this up a little bit. So we're waiting for him just to get out. It really is a pleasure to drive this. I did say that to Mark a minute ago and he's like, stop gloating. Just because you're in it for a little while, stop gloating. He was obviously joking. Mark's a nice guy, really laid back. Nothing really seems to faze him, even with all these things. So, I mean, he's hit with me starting as a new person. He's then hit with, you know, one of his drivers is off on holiday. He's then hit with his other driver who's out doing overnights. Lands a bombshell to say that he's retiring, and then he's got a new truck to the company. It's not brand new, but it's new to the company. He's got all this going on and trying to get jobs and trying to get stuff done. So yeah, that's why he gets paid the big bucks. We're okay for fuel just now. We're not going to, because the fuel prices are fluctuating so much just now. We're not gonna wait till we've used at least half the tank, and then see. Keep an eye on the fuel prices as well. As much as it's not our own money that we're using for this, it doesn't matter, because the more expensive fuel I put into this truck, the more is taken out of the company. So let me just get onto the motorway and then I'll tell you what we're doing now. Okay, so as you heard, I spoke to Mark twice. When I dropped off the lubricant oil, I had phoned him obviously to find out if there was something else for us to another load. So we managed to get oil from the company we just unloaded from, Vitas. Was it Vitas Power? It was just there. How could I not remember that already? And we're taking it to a company called ACC in Murcia. I believe it's Murcia it's called. Murcia? Could be Murcia. I don't know. I'm very slow learning things as I go along. So this is about 366 kilometres, but it's going to take us a good few hours to do. It is going to involve some nighttime driving, or dusk driving at least. I mean, it was about 20 to 3 when I loaded there, or when I got loaded and moved off. So it's really straightforward because there's pins in each of the corners of the trailer and of the truck. We unlock them all. A lifter, whether it's a loader or a crane, lifts off the tanks in the back, and then puts a new one on and we lock the locks, and that's it. It's great. So I'll probably do a bit of a time lapse for this journey, and that'll probably be enough for today. We're trying to keep the vlogs between 20-25 minutes, 30 at a maximum. So not to bore people too much. So again, I know I said earlier on, but if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you do like the content, please consider subscribing. I do stream between 3 and 5 nights a week on Twitch, and you'll get all my details below in the description, as well as all software and all the hardware that I use for ETS2 and ATS. Anyway, I'm going to let you enjoy the scenery, and I'll speak to you when we're closer to the drop-off.
You tell him he's all you see. Tell him you got his keys, cause you thought he needed them, but he's not coming back again. So he's gone, leaving then. You won't see him again. It was convenient, but you won't be staying friends. And you know that, sweetie, you know that. Think you knew it before, but you just ignored that. So now you won't take backs, but there's no refunds here. So you saw the hurt, it makes you see clear that you were just lost. But now you found, and you realize he wasn't at all like what you created in your mind. He wasn't even nice, he wasted all your time. You didn't even like him in real life. He said he thought it would be nice. ignored that. So now you won't take backs, but there's no refunds here. So you saw the hurt, it makes you see clear. You were just lost, you were just lost. But now you found, and you realize it wasn't at all like what you created in your mind. It wasn't even nice, you wasted all your time. You didn't even like him in real life. Real life, talking about that real life. Holding on 'cause it just feels nice. But let's get back to real life. Real life, talking about that real life. Holding on 'cause it just feels nice. But let's get back to real life. Real life, talking about that real life.
Yep, okay, Mark. No problem. I'll drop this off. I'll get something to eat. I'll get my head down and I'll give you a phone in a few hours. Okay, no problem. Take care. Right, okay. Again, I was Mark. He's told me just to kind of get this dropped off and then that's that for this evening. It is about 7:30, so the time I get this offloaded is going to be later on. It's going to be this one. It's going to be probably 8:30, 9 o'clock by the time I get something to eat, and then get something to eat and get my head down. My God, I can't even speak. I did also speak to him about someone that I'd met in the hostel I'd been staying at, who was also looking to get into truck driving, and I believe he has got the licenses required, certainly to drive tandems at the moment anyway. His name's Aravind. See, he's a really nice guy. He was staying in the hostel as well, just moved to Spain, and so I obviously spoke to Aravind first, got his permission to speak, passed his details to Mark, and let them take it from there. So we might have a new driver. If that is the case, that means I'm not the newest driver of this company, which is such a great feeling. But I am still a new boy, regardless of what way you look at it. I'm only relatively new into the company, so but it'd be good to get another driver on board, and then at least that way we can get this kind of money rolling in again. Especially the fact that this has just been bought. It's uncertain times as well in the market. It's not the best to try and. Now, is this? I don't trust this sat nav. I don't know what it's doing. It's telling me to come this way. Right, hang on a second. It says ACC's this way. Good job that signs there. I wonder how many other people have done what I've just done. I believe these are 24-hour warehouses, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's actually over on the other side there. Oh, sorry. I actually need to be in the lane you're in. I forgot this was 2 lanes. I don't know what the icon is down the bottom right of my dashboard. It looks like high beam, but it's not. And here we go. Looks like a perfect spot for me over there. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support, and if you'd like your name featured in the game somewhere when we're meeting new people, drop a comment below, and I shall see what I can do for you. Okay, lights off, engine off, set gear, handbrakes on, seatbelt is off. Oh, that's such a good feeling. Right, I'm going to go and get unloaded, and I shall see you for the next video. Take care, bye bye.